I'm always saying I'm going to take a break from World of Warcraft, but somehow Azeroth keeps pulling me back in.
What up, internet? I'm Amalgam X. Time to go beyond the game. What up, internet? I'm Amalgam X. Time to go beyond the game. Boot up clean, get the whole screen shaking, new run, no sleep, get the load is breaking. One shot, one try, I don't miss that lane. Playing not found when I cut through the frame. Chat on fire when I step in place. New badge, new flex, new look on the face. I came from the ground, made it out that maze. Now I move too smooth, got the whole squad saved. Hold that pose, don't blink, don't fold. I don't play small, I was built for gold. Say my name, let it ring, let it ride. We go up tonight, let it take that flight. Playing not found, playing not found. Say it loud when I come around.
World of Warcraft Midnight has been out for a few months now, and with new content currently rolling out, I figured this was a good time to talk about it for anyone who still has not come back yet. This is not a full encyclopedia breakdown of every system, every dungeon, or every patch note. This is more of a guided look at Midnight from someone who still loves WoW, still takes breaks from WoW, and somehow always ends up back in Azeroth. My first honest reaction is simple. I love Midnight, and I love where the story is going. Midnight is the second expansion in the Worldsoul Saga, so it feels important, but it also does not feel like the final main event yet. It feels like the middle chapter, the part where things get darker, pieces start moving, and the story starts setting up something bigger. The funny thing is, when I hear the word midnight, I expect something visually darker. I expected more shadows, more danger, more of that end of the world feeling. Visually, I do not always get that. But story wise, yes, the tone is there. Xal'atath is obviously a major part of that, but I still do not know if I would call her the main threat. To me, she feels more like the person opening the door for something worse. At first, I thought she feared the Sunwell, but no, she wants to exploit it. She wants to use that fabled fount of light for whatever the void is really building toward, and that makes Quel'Thalas matter. I mostly play Alliance, so returning to Silvermoon and Eversong Woods did not hit me with the same nostalgia it might hit a Blood Elf main with, but I still like what Blizzard did here. Silvermoon being whole again feels good. Seeing parts of this world updated and changed feels fresh, and being in Silvermoon as an Alliance main is still weird, but in a good way. The expansion almost feels like it belongs to Blood Elf Paladins. That is the energy I get from it. The light, the Sunwell, Silvermoon, the void pushing in from the edges. It all has a strong identity, even if the visuals are not always as dark as the name Midnight makes me expect. Now, the big feature everyone wanted to talk about was player housing. And let me summarize what player housing means to me personally. Not much. I am not a big role player. I have not done a lot with my house yet, but I still think housing makes sense in WoW. It makes more sense here than it does in a lot of other games because WoW is an MMO. This is a world people live in for years, so even if it is not my main reason to play, I get why it matters. For casual players, collectors, role players, guilds, and longtime fans, housing is a welcome system. For me, the two systems I actually care about more are Prey and the revamped transmog system. The Prey system is a fun new activity. I played enough at launch to enjoy what Midnight had to offer, then I purposely took a break. Part of that was because I did not want to burn myself out, and part of it was because I did not want to fall back into the old WoW cycle where I just grind and never stop. Breaks from games are good. I did not exactly use that break to go touch grass like I probably should have, but I did play other games. What I played of Prey was good. It felt unique enough, and I like the idea that sometimes the hunter becomes the hunted. WoW needs more activities that feel like they belong in the world instead of just feeling like another weekly checklist. The revamped transmog system is another big win. This is how transmog should have worked all along. Being able to save more outfits, unlock slots across characters, and focus more on the gear slot instead of constantly fighting the gear itself makes the whole system feel more worth using. And honestly, transmog matters. In a game like WoW, looking cool is half the endgame. I also have to give an honorable mention to the UI and quality of life updates. From what I hear, Blizzard has made it easier to play without add-ons. I still use ElvUI, Voodoo, and a few others because that is just how my setup works. There is nothing wrong with what Blizzard has done. I just have not taken the time to fully explore the new default UI yet. When it comes to the Heronir, I am kind of indifferent. They look great. There is nothing wrong with them. But I have spent years building my own system for classes, races, and characters, and every new race kind of disrupts the balance in the Force. I already had to adjust things when Evokers came out, so leveling a Heronir on top of everything else feels like a chore, even if that probably only exists in my head. Class-wise, I still love Demon Hunter. The new changes give me another option, especially for PvP. I have at least one Horde and one Alliance character for every class, and I like trying different specs instead of playing the exact same thing on both sides. For PvE, I still love my Demonology Warlock, but for PvP, there is nothing like blasting someone in the face with a Chaos Bolt. I did not grind Greenfell Fire for no reason. Moment to moment, I still enjoy playing WoW during midnight. I did not really return to the War Within after hitting max level, and I did not level as many alts as I planned to. But now that my break is over, there is new content, catch-up systems, and a reason to jump back in. The biggest difference for me now is that I do not play like I used to. Most of my guild is no longer active, and the few people left are not always on at the same time, so my options are different now. I can run LFR, find a normal raid group, do story mode, PvP until my game time runs out, do world quests, or run delves. And I will say this, the delves feel better this time. The locations feel more varied. It does not feel like the same boring code again, the way some of the War Within delves felt. So, should you come back for midnight? Come back for the story. Come back for the lore. Come back to explore, see what changed, and see where the Worldsoul Saga is going. Do not come back just for hosing, unless hosing is already your thing. My only real concern is PvP. Casual battlegrounds still do not feel as balanced as I would like. I do not do ranked, and I am not pretending to be some elite arena player. But you do not have to be great at PvP to feel when something is off. For me, Dragonflight was probably the best recent expansion for casual PvP, while Legion was one of the best for class customization and simplicity. So, here is my final take. I am going to keep playing Midnight until the story ends. WoW has a grip on me. Sometimes I keep my subscription active even when I am not playing, just because I like having the option. I am a loyal WoW player. No matter what the expansion is like, no matter how PvP changes, no matter how annoying the systems get, I always find my way back. So in the end, it almost does not matter if Midnight works for me or not, because to me, Midnight is another chapter in the game I still love. This is Player Not Found, Beyond the Game.